So I wanted to go ahead and do a video going over what I think will be at the Game Awards, what I'd like to be at the Game Awards, and my pipe dreams for the Game Awards, as well as some things I think won't be there. I don't have any insider info. I've just kept my eye on this industry for a very, very long time. I think I can give an informed opinion about stuff, so we're going to do just that. So we're going to go in the order of my predictions, my hopes, my pipe dreams, and what I know definitely will not be there. So as for my predictions, I would say this game has about a 50-50 shot of being there. Final Fantasy 16. It's been about 14, 15, maybe 16 months since we've seen this game. It's been a very, very long time. This feels like a really good time to finally show this, give a big, meaty trailer. Thank you. Someone just texted me. Give a real meaty trailer for it, and set the release window for, I'm gonna say maybe September next year would probably be a good time to release this game. This game's definitely not too far off, considering that at the start of October, at the end of September, they had said that the campaign's finished, the models are finished, the side quests are almost finished. All they have to do now is polish the game. This game's been in development for 5 years already. I would say this game coming out maybe around September next year, I would take that to the bank. I would be very sure this game's coming out Q3, Q4 next year. But because the first half of 2022 is very full, so that's just what I would say. I think 16 is a really good chance to be here. I saw a leak from someone who is semi-credible saying that, yeah, it will probably be here. I'm holding out hope for it. I'm going to be recording myself reacting to it, but if there's nothing really hype, I won't post it. If there is, I'll cut it up into those moments and post that, but, second thing, I would say 90% sure this will be here. I think we're seeing Hellblade 2 for sure. I'm a big fan of the first Hellblade. I thought it was a really good game. Shame I won't be able to play it, but, it is what it is. I'll just have to wait until I get a PC. But I think we're seeing gameplay here. I think we're going to get a good trailer for it. I think we're going to get a release window. Don't expect any specific dates. I think they're going to set a date for, I'm going to say they're going to set it for early 2023. I think that's a good time for Hellblade 2 to come out. I definitely do say 90% sure we're seeing Hellblade 2 at this Game Awards. Another one, I'd say like real good chance we'll see this is the Epic Games Store port of Final Fantasy VII Remake. I would say Steam, but it's definitely not going to be on Steam. Let's be honest here, folks. This is definitely an Epic Games Store port. I think this has a really good chance to be here, and then have the integrated version. I don't think we're seeing an Xbox release. If you're on Xbox and you're really banking on getting your hands on 7 Remake or 16, I'm sorry. I'm going to say probably not. I'm going to have to go ahead and say you're probably not doing that. I think that both Sony and Epic have probably paid a decent amount to keep it to them, right? Sony's paid a lot to keep it as a console exclusive, and Epic has probably paid a lot to keep it as a Epic Games Store exclusive. I don't think you're seeing this on Xbox or Steam, at least not for a very, very long time. Next thing, I thought this was going to be revealed at E3, but it wasn't. I'm very curious to see what NetherRealm Studios are working on. I'm not a big fighting game guy, but I definitely feel like this is going to be it. I really thought it was going to get shown at E3 during Jeff Keighley's show because, Jeff Keighley got to show Mortal Kombat 11. So, logic dictates maybe he'd show this one. I've seen rumors that it's Mortal Kombat 12. I've seen rumors that it's Injustice 3. I've seen rumors that it's a Marvel game. I don't know what it is at this point. I'm not going to speculate wildly because I think there's a good chance it could be any of those things. As for what it is, I'm going to say I hope it's either Injustice or Marvel and not straight to Mortal Kombat 12. But I think NetherRealm Studios' new game will definitely be here. I would be shocked if that wasn't here. Right? I think we're seeing an Elden Ring release trailer. I think we're going to get another gameplay showcase, or not really a showcase, a shorter trailer of it again. I don't expect like a real big meaty trailer because we did just have that network test. But I am definitely sure we're going to see something on Elden Ring here. I don't think it's going to be a ton, but I think it'll be some decent gameplay. Just more of what we've seen, just a bit more of it, right? I think Jeff had mentioned a game that he'd been waiting to show for 2.5 years, and I found a show, and he said there's several other games that are as big as Elden Ring's debut. It's like 4 or 5 other things that are as big as Elden Ring's gameplay debut. I think those are one, Final Fantasy 16, and I think the other one is Breath of the Wild 2. I think we're seeing Breath of the Wild 2 here. I think we're going to see the game. We're going to get the title because, as of right now, all it is referred to as, in Nintendo's official things, is the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. And unless they're going to launch it under that name, which I highly, highly doubt. I love how the trucks go by as soon as I start recording. I love that shit. But I think we're definitely seeing this game here. I wouldn't say take it to the bank, but I would say I'm about as sure as I am with 16. I think we're seeing Breath of the Wild 2 here. I think that's one of those games that Jeff mentioned. Another gameplay showcase, I think Crimson Desert is getting another trailer. This was a game that had a really good trailer last Game Awards, and I think it had good gameplay, good graphics, although it definitely needed some optimization. And we saw that Crimson Desert recently had a leak with its gameplay, and I definitely think that it's going to be here. I would be amazed if Crimson Desert doesn't pop back up here. The game looks great. I think it's going to be a real big release next year, if it does come next year. I'm pretty excited to see how Crimson Desert shakes out. It could end up being great. It could end up not being great, But I think we're going to see it. And the last thing I would say I'm pretty confident on is I think we're seeing Resident Evil 8's DLC. I think, Resident Evil 7 had so much DLC, it makes sense for 8 to at least have something. And I think this is probably when they're going to show it. It's been about 6 or 7 months since Resident Evil 8 came out. Very well received. I think this game is seeing some DLC. I think it's seeing quite a bit of it. I would say that's definitely going to be it. So that's it for all my predictions. That's all the things I'm very confident will be here. Now onto things that I'm less confident, than my pipe dreams, and then what I think won't be here. So now on to my hopes. So for my hopes, the first thing, I want to see another trailer of Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. This isn't in my predictions because I don't predict we'll see it here. I don't think so. I think that's going to get shown again at maybe Jump Festa. I think Square Enix is going to do maybe another Square Enix Presents show for that. And then I think they're going to show Stranger of Paradise again, give it another trailer, show a bit more of it. Maybe as a third test, and then from there I think we're just going to ride out until release of Stranger of Paradise. But I would like to see it here. But if they show 16, I don't see them showing that. Another hope, I would love to see maybe a new teaser of a Devil May Cry game. But I can go ahead and tell you right now, if those Dragon's Dogma rumors are true, we are a very, very long ways off from another Devil May Cry game. I'm talking we're half a decade away. Like, if Dragon's Dogma is revealed here, we are a very long time. We are a very, very long ways away from a new Devil May Cry installment, whether that's DMC2 Remake, DMC1 Remake, Devil May Cry 6, we're a long ways off. And I really hope that's not the case, but it is what it is. If Dragon's Dogma comes up here and it has a sequel, we're not seeing anything Devil May Cry for a long time. Hopes, I would love to see a Bloodborne remaster show up here. I don't think it's happening. I don't at all. There's been rumors about a Sony event coming up in late December or in January. I think if it shows up, it will be there, but it's not here. I can hard confirm it's not here, right? No insider information, but I can tell you it is not here. Another thing, a hope, Forspoken. I'd really love to see more of that. New game by the Final Fantasy 15 devs. I think the game looks cool. I really want to get my hands on it, but I think, again, if 16 gets shown here, I don't think we're seeing Forspoken. Same thing with Stranger of Paradise. If 16 gets shown, don't think we're seeing it. But I would like to see it. If 16 doesn't, Forspoken would be nice. Another hope, I would love to see Lost Soul Aside come up here. This is a PlayStation exclusive from the China Joy Project, and I would love to see Lost Soul Aside make an appearance. Do I think so? Probably not. I think they're going to wait for another China Joy stream, but I would love to see it anyways. You know, it's basically the love child of Devil May Cry and Final Fantasy 15, and I really like it. I really like the way it looks. I followed it for a while. Another hope is the Outlast Trials. I'm a big Outlast fan. I like the first one a lot. The second one, it's a mixed bag, but overall I'd say it's okay. Outlast Trials looks really interesting. I think we're going to get a decent gameplay trailer here. It's been a while since we've seen anything on the Outlast Trials, I think, so I would say I'm relatively confident something would be here, but again, I'm not confident enough to put it under predictions, right? But I would definitely like to see something on the Outlast Trials. And my last hope, this isn't something I definitely don't expect it to be here. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, which is a traditional remake, turn-based remake of OG Final Fantasy VII, Crisis Core, Before Crisis, Dirge of Cerberus, Advent Children, everything, right? It's just the big, normal remake of it in the typical turn-based style, in the same way the original. It's basically upgrading everything in the original Final Fantasy VII. The visuals, everything, it's all going to be better. And I definitely do think that it would be cool to show up here, but this is, again, something else I see happening if they do another Square Enix Presents. That's when I see this showing up again. I would love to see this show up here, but it doesn't feel like something that would, so I'm going to have to put a pin in that and say probably not. So now for a couple of my pipe dreams, I'm going to keep banging the gong of these two things. I want a Splatterhouse reboot. I want it so bad. I love the 2010 Splatterhouse game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. I love everything about it. I want it so bad. You just don't even know. I would kill for a Splatterhouse reboot. This would make me so happy and make me absolutely scream if Splatterhouse got a reboot. In my second and final pipe dream, I want a Turok reboot. I really like the Turok series. Turok 2008 is another one of my favorite games. I loved that game a lot, and I have a lot of fun with it. I would really, really love to see Turok get a solid reboot. Again, I don't see it happening, but I would love for it to happen. So now onto things I'm going to put a pin in that will not be here by any means at all. So the first thing that will not be here, I'm very confident of. I've seen a lot of people saying, show me Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2. And to that I say, you're about 7 months to a year too early. I think if development is going really, really well on 7 Remake Part 2, and Forspoken comes out before June, I think you're first seeing this game at E3 2022. And if development isn't going as well, and 16, I don't think 16 is coming out before June, but if we don't see it at E3 next year, maybe Game Awards next year, but again, I think you're 7 months to a year too early on 7 Remake. I want to go ahead and put a pin in anything first-party Sony. The only real exclusive I think has a good chance to be shown here is Final Fantasy 16. Sony's made it. I think Sony is very clearly holding all of their first-party stuff for their own events. I definitely do not think that we're going to be seeing anything first-party Sony here at all. By no means. I would wager 0% chance we see first-party Sony here. You're not seeing God of War here. You're definitely not seeing Spider-Man and Wolverine. I think you're about 9 months too early. I don't expect those again until September's PlayStation 5 showcase. That's when I expect those. Last of Us Remake, same thing. I think you're about 9 months too early. I don't think you're seeing that until probably September showcase again, and I really hope that game is a rumor. I don't want it to be true. That game does not need a remake. But I want to go and say I'm definitely going to say Elder Scrolls won't be here. People want Elder Scrolls 6. No way. Another game I guess that could be here is Fable. It wouldn't be under my hopes or my predictions because it's not something I'm into, but you know, it could be here. But Elder Scrolls 6, absolutely not. 0% chance, right? Absolutely zero. I definitely don't think we're going to see Elder Scrolls 6 here at all. I would love, to see it here, see what it looks like, so I can see what all the hype is about, because it's not my thing. But I definitely don't think it's going to be here. I think we're about a year and a half to 2 years too early on Elder Scrolls 6, for sure. Another thing that I've seen a lot of people ask for, Resident Evil 4 Remake. I think you're about a year and a half too early. I don't think we're going to see this here because they've recently said that they're moving the development for that completely in-house. Resident Evil 3 team is not doing it. Yep, I'm going to put my foot down and say you're about a year and a half too early. I definitely don't see this being here at all. And the last thing I want to put a pin in, I've seen a lot of the Kingdom Hearts fans say, oh, this is a good spot for Kingdom Hearts 4. You're about 4 months too early. In March, I'm assuming they're going to do a Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary event. I think that's when you're going to get your next look at Kingdom Hearts, whether it's Kingdom Hearts 4, Kingdom Hearts Verum Rex, whatever it ends up being. I definitely do think that you're about 4 months too early on it. I would like to see it, especially if it's a Verum Rex game. I would love to see it. I really like the Verum Rex stuff in Kingdom Hearts, but I definitely don't see it being here. So, yeah, that's everything. To go back through quickly, on my predictions, I expect Final Fantasy 16, Hellblade 2, 7 Remake PC, NetherRealm Studios game, Elden Ring trailer, Breath of the Wild, Crimson Desert, and Resident Evil 8 DLC. For my hopes, I want Stranger of Paradise, New Devil May Cry, Bloodborne Remaster, Forspoken, Lost Soul Aside, Outlast Trials, FF7 Ever Crisis. For my pipe dreams, I want Splatterhouse and Turok. I want it really, really bad. And for things I'm going to put a pin in, won't be there. 7 Remake 2, first party Sony stuff, Resident Evil 4 Remake, and Kingdom Hearts 4. That's everything. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think will be there. Whether you think I'm wrong about some things or you think I'm right about some things. What you think will be there that I didn't mention. What you think won't be there that I didn't mention. Things that you are very confident won't be there. If you let me know, that'd be cool. You know, talk about it in the comments. I always try to reply to people. But yeah, thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. My name is Conman, but I go by Ellism on YouTube. I forgot my outro there for a second. Isn't that something? I want to reiterate real quick. I know I just did my outro, but I want to reiterate. I'm going to record it, my reaction to this. And again, if there's something hype, I'll cut it up. I'll post it. If there isn't, you'll probably get a rant from me. Called Just a Rant about the Game Awards. I want to apologize for the cars in the background. You know, I live next to a street, and it is what it is at this time. And there's another one coming too, ain't that something? But yeah. Again, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Gonna be uploading more of the Final Fantasy 15 experience. More Dark Souls stuff is coming. Daily remasters, all that stuff. Review on Horizon Zero Dawn and me tearing that game to pieces. But yeah. Thank you for watching again. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe. Y'all take it easy.